Hello, I'm Guillermo Martinez. Today's episode we're going to call Drum Rescue. And I mean that because you literally have a chance to rescue your drum. And I'm talking about a drum that, for example, my drums are made here in California. And so for California, they play optimum at their optimum level. You know, any given day where it's moderate, even maybe cold or low damp, my drum should play okay. Now, if I take my drum from here and I go do some kind of event in Phoenix or high desert in Palm Springs, and this is the month of August, I expect it's going to be very hot there, over 100 degrees. And so the drum gets there and you take it out, and you're going to do your thing, and it's changed dramatically, maybe even unplayable, very tinny, very bright. And then you play it, and you know, you come back to California, the event's over, you come back, your drum is totally unplayable. It sounds like cardboard, and maybe even have a dip in it or a wave, and it's because the drum had overstretched, got used to that temperature there in the desert, and also like extreme cold, like if Wisconsin during the winter where it's extremely dry, you have 0% humidity, and these drums will overstretch. You come back here where you have some humidity and it's more temperate, the drum relaxes and then therefore becomes very loose. And so you have a chance to rescue it. Now the thing is, I do not recommend that you keep taking the drum in and out of those extreme temperature changes, because eventually you won't be able to bring it back. You basically have, like, I would say 1 or 2 chances, and that's it. After that, you know, it's a drum just for hot weather, and that's it. You know, you have moderate temperatures, the drum's going to be unplayable. Now, let's talk about this drum here. This drum's from Siberia. This is a mountain goat drum, and this drum, as you know, is unusual because it has these little bumps on the side. This represents the sun. These are little pieces of wood that are on the outside of this frame with a string going through, and so it forms these nice ridges. Now this is a Shaman Strum. This is from northern Siberia, from Russia. This was from the apprentice to a woman named Tatiana, which I met. She's a real shaman, and shamans come from that area, from Siberia, and nowhere else. So usually I would call someone else a medicine person, or a maracame, like if we're talking about the huichol. So shamans are from Siberia, and so this is a shaman strum, and you can see how it's got a brace on the back and a different way of tying, and this is usually played this way. Now this one, I did this treatment, what I'm about to do, I did it about a week ago, and actually now it has a good tone, but when I did it, it didn't have this. It was a little loose, and it was a hot day, and it was about a 90-degree day, and still wasn't really completely tight. Now it's actually it's playable, it has a good tone. The thing is, the audio, we lost it on that take. But I'm going to do it again to this one, and since then I've also have conditioned it, but this is more or less just to show you how to do it. So you take your drum, you lay it flat somewhere, and get yourself a cloth that will cover the whole drum, maybe even go around the back. Now in here, I just got a clean t-shirt material in a pot of water. It's actually not big enough for this, but you know, like I said, you want something that will cover all the way around to the back. And you lay it, get it really wet, your material, whether it's an old t-shirt or a towel, and you let it cover the whole drum. Make sure it's extremely wet, and you basically are rehydrating it and getting the drum back to the day it was made. You want to get all that, and then let the drum dry nice and slow in a cool place. By what I mean by cool, not outside unless it's the fall or winter when it's kind of cool and it's in the shade, or like inside of my studio. I use my studio here to dry those kind of drums if I'm doing that, which is rare, but I have done it. And then also inside, you know, your home. and just make sure it's got nice circulation. And you leave it like this for 3 to 4 hours. Take the cloth off. If you need to, rehydrate it again. If it feels like it's a little dry, take the cloth, rehydrate it, put it back on, and make sure you get around the back too. And then once it's done, then you hang it up and let it dry. And this is the second treatment for this one. And I'm just going to get some water back here just to make sure it dries evenly. And so this is one of my prized possessions, because a drum like this is extremely rare. So make sure you take care of your drum. And the thing to remember is, if you're comfortable, the drum's comfortable. So take care of your instruments. And I'm doing these videos because, I don't know, I just feel like people are acquiring these instruments and a lot of times they don't know what to do with them or how to take care of them. And I feel it's important that they do. So take care and enjoy your drums. Bye.